Does your newer GM or Chevy product say shift to park when you have it clearly in park and shut your truck off? And then if you jiggle the shifter, it goes away? Hey guys, Jake's Automotive. How are you? So we have a 2022 GMC Sierra 2500. It is the Duramax. It's my personal truck. And I have the shift to park problem. You'll put it in park and shut the truck off, and it'll say shift to park. Nothing will shut down because it thinks that it's not in park. So come along, I'm going to show you how to fix it. It's a pretty easy fix. I've done one of them before. The part that you need is this part number right here. The 87846287 solenoid. It's the shift to park solenoid. And the dealer has a really hard time finding it when you call them for some reason. But this is what it looks like. And it's down under the dash, and what happens is this micro switch stops working. So, and then you'll jiggle it and it'll move it enough that it'll work. So we're gonna get in there and replace it, and I'll show you how it's done. Alright, so we're gonna come in here and we've got to remove this lower cowl. I think you have to pop off the top one too. I'm not exactly sure, it's been a little bit, but I think you can actually kind of see, that might even be the connector right there. But we're gonna get this opened up. I think it's an 8mm up in that hole, and then we should be able to pop that down and get it opened up. So give me a second, I'll do that, and then we'll see where that solenoid's at and get it out of there. I'm not always right. It was a 7mm. It's hard to deal with that sometimes, just knowing that you can be wrong. Alright, we're going to get a little pry tool and pop this bottom cowl off. So we have two more 7mm on each side of the steering wheel. One's there, the other one's kind of hidden back in there. So we're gonna have to turn the wheel like this, take that one out, and then turn it the other way. So we'll do that real quick. Why am I doing this by hand? Where's the power tools? What am I doing? That's right. Gives you guys something to watch a little longer. And some people at home might not have power tools, so we're doing this the DIY way. Alright, I'm going to start this up. Turn the wheel this way. And that gains us access to this one over here. I'm going to pull that out and then just pop this cowl down, and we'll continue the video from there. So now your tilt lever, you pull that down. Oh, I got this darn bass boost button bull crap in there. Alright. And then slide this forward, I'm thinking. Let's see. One way or not. So it's kind of stuck with this, trying to get this lower cowl piece out. Because, I mean, right there is the solenoid. So I stopped and I went and looked at service data. Service data wants you to pull this panel, this unit, the entire radio out, the upper cover up here, the trim panel around the instrument cluster, all to get to a couple screws that are over here and up in here to get this lower panel out. And, you know, with us being that close to this thing, I think that there's got to be a way we can slide this thing out of here. So let's see if we can set you up here. Hold on. Alright, so we've got the tilt released. I'm going to go all the way up with it and then push that tilt lock up in there to give us some room. Yeah, see? Look at that. You do not need to go remove the entire dash. They wanted to call for 2 hours to do this job. And we're already at it. So It's got a little red lock tab. You just pull that out. And then there's a little black button right there in the center of that. We're going to push that and unplug this. Just like that. And then, let's see. It looks like just one Torx that's there from the side. I think we can maneuver that. Yep. And then take that screw out. Maybe that's what holds it in there. We'll take a better look at this once I get you out of the way. Alright, once I got you out of the way, and I could look at it a little better, yeah, that was not the screw that we need to take out at all. So we've got a T20 Torx here, just T-handle, works great. From underneath, looking directly at the back of the solenoid, see, now I'm down here with you. All it is this screw right here. So we're going to take this out and remove this solenoid. The other side where the micro switch is, there's a, I believe it's some type of little latch mechanism, which we'll get in there and figure out here in a second. So I can get this out. Sorry, my camera work is not very good in learning here. Okay. My fat fingers don't want to take this little screw out. Oh, there she goes. That's what that looks like. Okay. So this slides down out of it. And this looks like, oh, I see. So it just has, let me turn my light on. There, now you can see. Wow. Alright, so we got on each end, this end here, and this end over here, just two little levers. So just push them out and up. And up she goes. And she's kind of hitting, so I'm going to have to play with this. Give me 1 second. Alright, so here's the old one. I got it out. I kind of just pried it up and out. What I'm seeing here is these two alignment dowels in the center. They're actually a little too long for this to come up out. It hits on the column, and you'd have to remove a whole bunch of stuff to be able to get this out. So, for testing purposes, I'm going to take the old one, and I'm going to cut these little dowels, because they go all the way through and actually stick through the other side, so they don't need to be that long. I'm going to cut them a little shorter and see if I can slip this back in there nice and easy. If I can, I'm just going to do that to the new part. So, let's see. See, now that's shorter than even these levers, but it'll still go in the hole. So let's see. Okay. Precision Films. Sponsor. Just kidding. It's my buddy Nick's business that he does tinting. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Slides right in there. So that's what we're going to do the new part. You can see, oh yeah, they still stick through all the way. So that's just GM's fault. They just messed up on that design. Yeah, we're just going to trim them down and pop that new one in and call this thing a day. Okay, there's that new micro switch in there. I just didn't record it because I wanted to be able to have both my hands in focus a little bit. I trimmed them a little bit shorter than I showed in the video, but they still stick down in there just fine. See there? So, alright, so now that that's in there, we'll reinstall this unit. Oh, I should have set you guys. I just realized I stopped recording, but yeah, finished tightening that, plugged that in, got the lock going. So we're just going to test this. If you look, actually, you can see there's that switch. See, I can activate it. And it worked perfect. I started it, shifted it, put it back in. turned it off. No shift to park. It would still be saying it right now, actually. So we're going to get this panel back on and get it all wrapped up. Chevy Thunder. Real tornadoes and lightning. And horses running on the prairie in America. Just all that's happening when you hop in this rig. And I'm gonna have to readjust my tilt. Oh, customers don't like that when you mess with their tilt and stuff. I had this in there, so I don't know. We'll have to play with that to set that up how I had it before. But that's all put back together. That's how you fix the shift to park issue on these newer GMs and Chevys when you shut them off. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you could do this yourself and save yourself a bunch of money. It would have been 1.8 hours to pull the whole dash and do all that stuff that you know, they want you to do. But you know, I could do that for a customer and only charge them half an hour and make it a way cheaper and easier repair for them. And it's just going to go bad again here in a couple of years. It's the same design part, so you're just going to have to do it over and over and over again. There's no point in pulling the whole dash and doing it that way. You can just trim those two little tabs, make your life a lot easier. So thanks for watching. All right, that's the fix to the shift to park issue. Shift to park issue on the newer GMs. Disclaimer, I wouldn't just go and chop those pins and not do it the right way and tear everything apart the right way on a customer's vehicle unless that's what they wanted me to do. I would offer them that type of repair. And the reason being is it didn't destroy any structural integrity of anything. The switch is going to work exactly how it's supposed to. There's nothing wrong with the way that I did that. I did it that way on my own vehicle. I don't want to spend all that time. So, duh. Anyways, I would offer that to the customer. Say, hey, look at this is how it works. This is how it is. I can trim these, save you an hour of labor, $100. Throw it in there for 50 rather than, you know, 200 or whatever. So, just a disclaimer. So before you think, oh, he's a hack job, you're cutting them pins and then putting a switch in there like that. What the heck? It's my own personal vehicle. That's why I did it that way. I would offer that to the customer, absolutely, because it's fine. It's fixed. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you on the next one.